they not afraid to tell you what the fuck they want. And it might come out like when woman say, I want a man with money, I want a man like this and like this, and you be like, damn, like this girl a gold digger. Man, she just got standards. This what the fuck she want. Why you want to put your list out there? Because you afraid if she don't agree with your terms, you going to lose this woman. Okay. I'd rather lose this woman than be unhappy.
Right.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
You are now tuned into the Savage Troof, and you're rocking with your host, Shano, and we got a returning guest, my dog.
What's up? It's your girl, Radiance, a.k.a. Ray Bay, a.k.a. Ray Ray. You know what the fuck going on. We here, we finna talk, we finna chop it up. Hopefully Shano gets some energy, you know what I'm saying? He had Sunday Fun Day on Saturday, and today he just moving in slow motion. But it's okay, we gonna get to it, you know what I'm saying? So
I got a hangover, so like it worked with me, but but I'm still finna drink.
And we on CPT, so it's okay. But we here.
Yeah.
So we was talking about, I guess, insecurities. And
insecure ass niggas.
Okay, so let me give you the backstory. So basically, I met this dude on Facebook dating. We went out on a date. You know, I'm real honest. I'm real authentic. Like, what you see is what you get. I'm not finna change my life just because I met you. Like, you don't have any substance in my life yet, right? So, we went out on a date. We was texting. He came over. And, you know, we did some grown folks things. Then the nigga disappeared, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm hitting him like, you know, you good, you alright. We was talking every day. Mm-hmm. But I know how to take a hint real quick. Yeah. I'm not finna keep hitting you up like, what's the point? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you was just like, oh, that's what I wanted, you could have just been like, it was good and everything, but peace out, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like, I really not looking for no relationship. I just got out of a relationship, so it's just like, what was the cause? Then, randomly, I hit him up just on some like, let me see if the nigga gonna hit me back, like on some experimental shit. The nigga hit me back, but I figured he was because it's around his birthday time. You know how that go. Like niggas want to fuck on their birthday, want to get some birthday pussy, and like you know, like have a bad bitch on their arm. But it's like, do you think that niggas want a bad bitch until they get a bad bitch, or like, you know, like have a strong social media presence, or just like very...
But I feel like a lot of dudes want a bad bitch, but I feel like a lot of dudes not like secure enough to have one. Because like, man, it come with a lot, like having like that'll make you insecure. Like if you got a girl that you feel like you don't deserve, like she physically, you really don't deserve her.
Right.
But you just got her, like she like basically a trophy. But you don't want her to go to the store. Like, you gonna think you always gonna think she cheating. And niggas don't go through girls' phone, but if you got a bad bitch like that, you probably gonna be doing what females do to niggas. And so, like, that shit'll make you insecure, but a lot of people want that shit, but a lot of men can't handle that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't for you. That's why I be telling people, like, it might look good, but everybody ain't for you.
That's true.
You gotta be built for that shit.
Yeah. So, anyways, I asked him, like, you know, like, he was like, oh, what's up, stranger? Where you been? I'm like, how you calling me a stranger when you did the disappearing act? Like, you know, now you see me, now you don't type shit. He was like, oh, you had too much male attention around you. And I was like, can you elaborate? Like, can you just tell me, like, what exactly do you mean by that? He was like, oh, you got homeboys that you go out to eat with or go to the movies with. You go smoke with your neighbor. Like, ain't no real man gonna want his girl to be around a whole bunch of niggas. But the thing is, we was only talking like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And you didn't say intentionally like, oh, I'm pursuing you to be my girlfriend, or hey, this is where I am, right? Mm-hmm. But then he also backdoored and said, I was liking you too much and you had my nose wide open and I'm sorry, you kind of seem like a player. And that's how he got into the male attention, like, oh, you seem like a player because you got these niggas around you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you don't know if the niggas is gay. You don't know if they got girlfriends. Sure. You don't know anything about it. Sure. So I was like, well, if you wasn't at a point or if that made you uncomfortable, why you just didn't say something? I was like, as grown people, if you can't have an uncomfortable conversation, then You know, you're not really grown because no conversation is gonna be, oh, I agree with you 100%, or yeah, you right. Like, it's no right or wrong. Like, if I can see how you feel and you can see how I feel, and we come to a median, then that's a successful conversation. It don't have to be you right and I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, nah, an average guy like me, and that's what took me back. Like, why would you even call yourself average? Like, if you call me yourself average, baby, you not for me, because I'm not average at all. Nothing about Radiance is average. So it's just like, he was like, oh yeah, a nigga like me not gonna talk about their feelings and emotions. I'm just not all the way healed. And I was like, well, you just could have just said that shit. Like, it was nothing. Like, we was just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, I'm like, you probably was just fucking with another bitch, and then it might have just been some closer shit, or she fell into line with the kind of female you used to talking to. You feel me?
Yeah, but like with that kind of shit, like if you dating a woman and she got male friends, like they would like prior to me, then I want to know get to meet these niggas too, like, because I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna make you like leave all your homeboys, because man, a lot of girls that I know that's like you, like stiff women, like real women, they got a lot of male friends, because like females be catty and females be on some bullshit. Females be hating on other females.
It be so
like,
much envious shit, like, for no reason.
Exactly. So that's why, like, it remind, like when I talk to people like you and like people like Momo, it remind me like of my mama, like y'all see it from like a neutral point of view.
Right.
It ain't from like a women perspective. And a lot of women like that be having like a lot of guy friends. That's why they see it like that. But at the same time, you gotta know who you dealing with. So basically, you already starting off not trusting me.
Right.
And you being insecure. So that's 2 red flags. So that shit ain't gonna work anyway.
Right. And then you call yourself average, so it's like, nah.
And you call yourself average.
Like, you really played yourself by your own words, like your own admission. You saying like, you not ready for me, or you know, whatever. But then a nigga invited me out for his birthday festivities. I was like, it's exactly what I thought it was. Like, you wanted to see me, it's your birthday, you know, you want a little cut. Like, nigga, just come out and say it. Like, don't beat around the bush.
So you would have been cool if he just said that?
Yeah, I probably would have been like, yeah, let's fuck.
Yeah, okay. Hey, that's real.
The thing about it is, men be always like, women not direct enough, or, you know, women always like hinting at stuff. I'm not a hinter, because I learned a long time ago, if you don't say it, a motherfucker not gonna know. Even if you got a problem or whatever, likes, dislikes. So if I like you, you know I'm gonna like you by the actions and by the way that I approach you. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But like a lot of us men like got a problem with like communicating. We don't know how to communicate. What the fuck we want. We already expect like the one, like you said, like prior, you probably had prior experiences and you expecting the same thing from this woman, but you gotta know who you dealing with.
Right.
And you gotta tell. That's what I don't understand about men, like just settling for shit, but you want shit, but you ain't telling her what you want. So like that's why I be talking about with the cheating shit. Like, if you feel like you ain't getting this from your girl, so you fucking with this other girl, but you ain't even told this girl what's missing.
Right.
For her to even have a chance to say like, yeah, I didn't know that that's what you need from me. Or, nah, I ain't willing to give you that, so get your ass on. You gotta give somebody the opportunity to
choose.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of men don't know how to communicate. That's what be fucking shit up.
Do you feel like men don't feel secure enough? No, like, that's a bad word. Maybe like the reason why is because men have been conditioned to be just hard. Like, there's not really a safe space for a man to open up to anybody, let alone the woman that he's supposed to be strong for.
Yeah, it's that. But okay, just think about social media. How like most of these people's life ain't real on social media. That's basically men. So if a nigga tell you what's really going on, and he afraid for you to see the real him. Just like me, I'ma just say me. Like, this why I know, as far as me not being able to communicate, because you know, like men have like we've been raised and we have been taught by society that a man's supposed to be able to provide. If a nigga can't provide, then you ain't a man.
Right.
So like if you fall off and your money come up short and you just having a hard time like getting it together, you don't know how to tell your girl that. You know what I'm saying? So you might. So that's part of mine. I had that problem. So like you know in my past. But when my girl found out and she started like, she got on my ass about it, like you need to come to me like.
Right.
And when I felt, I was like, damn, I supposed to be able to come to my woman about that shit. So that's real, but niggas don't know how to communicate. That's a big deal in a lot of relationships though.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's men in general, or do you feel like it plagues black men more just because of how society shapes black men or how hard y'all have it?
I think it's men in general, and that's one of my problems like with marriage, because I feel like a lot of married men don't be happy. They just be settling, and they just be happy to have this woman, but he ain't getting shit out of the deal. So like, man, I don't know. A lot of niggas just be settling, bro. Like, but you gotta communicate.
A lot of people settle in general though.
A lot of people say, but mostly men though, cause women go, they not afraid to tell you what the fuck they want, and it might come out like when women say I want a man with money, I want a man like this and like that, and you be like, damn, like this girl a gold digging out, man, she just got standards. This what the fuck she want. Why you want to put your list out there? Cause you afraid if she don't agree with your terms, you gonna lose this woman. Okay. I'd rather lose this woman than be unhappy.
Right.
The fuck?
But people choose unhappiness every day.
Yeah, but I work on my happiness meter. Like, I don't know how people move, but if it don't make me happy, I can't fuck with it. No matter how much I love it and care about it, if it's fucking with my happiness, I can't fuck with it. And that's how I live my life. Yeah.
I mean, that's real though. That's real.
But that's why I be saying, like, when niggas be proposing to women, like, you propose because that's what she want. But what the fuck do you want, bro?
Right. Well, how you feel about women proposing to men?
I feel like that's crazy. I ain't
it's
going
a whole
for this
show
shit.
like that right now. It's called Marry Me. It's on the OWN network. And women is proposing to men that they've been in relationships with, maybe 3. This lady was like in a relationship for like 7 years, and he still ain't popped the question. So the premise of the show is you pop the question to him, and he has to choose right there if he's gonna marry you or not, and then y'all plan a wedding in 3 days and get married.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't doing that though. Like, because I feel like that's like desperate.
Yeah.
Because in that's reality, like most people look at women like the prize, which she basically did what that dude said to you when he said like an average man like me. Like, you basically putting yourself down as a woman to propose to a man. It ain't that fucking deep. It ain't that deep. But I wouldn't respect that. I couldn't see myself saying yeah to that type of shit.
Yeah. Nah.
I wouldn't respect you.
It's too much.
I wouldn't respect you.
And you don't know what they talked about, what they didn't talk about, like.
Yeah, so I couldn't respect a woman proposing to me. I feel like I deserve it, but don't do it. You should feel like you deserve it, right? But damn, now I feel like you trying to force me into this shit. Nah, I ain't with it. Let me do it on my own terms.
Well, do you think that, like, men want it both ways? They want a woman that is established, but they also don't want her to be too strong. They also want her to play, like, the damsel in distress kind of role, like, archetype, basically, to feel like they are a man, like, you know?
Yeah, because men want to feel like they necessary. They want to feel needed in a relationship. So, yeah, it make a lot of men insecure. But I don't know. I think people just be looking at this shit different, bro. Because I feel like every relationship is different. Like, even when it comes to, like, finances and, like, paying the bills and who role is this, that role probably be different in another household. Like, the woman probably, like, more financially stable than the man, and the man probably take care of shit around the house.
Right.
But for people on the outside looking in might look at that like, oh, he a bitch ass nigga. But he getting in where he fit. If that's what make they shit work, that's what the fuck it is. But that make a lot of men insecure. They want. That's why they want to be the breadwinner. You should want to. You should want to be that nigga, but
it don't work out like that all the time.
It don't work out like that. It don't work out like that all the time. But I feel like you should want that for your woman though. You should want to, and that should motivate you. That should make you hustle even harder if your woman kicking your ass like that. So, but that's not a lot of men. Like a lot of men just bitches, bro. They not secure with themselves, bro. You gotta know who the fuck you are.
This girl on my Snapchat was like, "Can we bring back the manly men? Like, where y'all at? It seems like y'all want to be the bad bitch in a relationship." And newsflash, like, I'm the bad bitch in a relationship. Like, if you want that, you might as well go get you a nigga, cause I don't want that. And I was like, that's true though.
Yeah. See, even niggas who be broke as fuck, that be with a woman, but what he gonna do to keep that woman?
Just fucking good.
But I'm saying if he was to put that in another frame of mind, like as far as like put that towards his hustle, like then he could be a better man. But he gonna do what he gotta do to, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect that though. I can't live off of a woman, but at the same time, you gotta be adding something to the shit.
Yeah.
But it ain't all about money.
It's not.
You know, it's more to that, to a relationship than survival. You got to communicate. People don't be knowing the person that they with, bro. Like people just be in relationships existing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then every now and then I gotta post something. When you gotta post so much, I feel like y'all going through some shit. Ain't nobody that fucking happy. People are, but I'm just saying, like, you doing it for them.
Yeah, but
we
you know
supposed
that's
to be doing that shit
media,
to real.
though.
Yeah, but
it's like that's why people don't get to know the person, like especially now, because social media then created this like, oh, when you get into a relationship, it's supposed to be automatic love, like you're supposed to know that this is your person and everything's supposed to just work out fine. But it really take work to be with somebody.
Work. It's continued work, just like working on yourself. Like you gotta continue to work on yourself. That's the same thing with a relationship. Like you might have the nicest car in the world, but one day that shit gonna break down and you gotta get it fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a relationship, bro. Like it's constant work because men and women are different.
Very much.
But I do think that if women try to understand, like, but it's hard to say that because it's not a lot of stiff niggas, like you said. Like women be like, "What a real man?" But if you got a real man, if you try to understand, like, what do this man need from you? And you cater to that, he gonna give you everything that you trying to get out that nigga. Everything that you trying to get him to do, he's gonna automatically do this.
Yeah, because he's gonna want to do it.
Exactly.
Because you give him peace.
But I think that should change though. I think a lot of females should look at the relationship different too. Instead of like everything that you can get out of a relationship, like try to think about what this man need, and I guarantee you gonna get everything you want out this man.
Yeah. Yeah,
for sure.
I believe that.
Yeah, so that's the key. Did you see that they trying to pass a bill that if a woman get raped and she get pregnant and she get an abortion, the nigga that raped her can sue her?
Yes.
That's
that happened.
crazy.
Has happened before. The lady had the baby. They made a whole Lifetime movie about it. She had the baby. He tracked her down and he got his parental rights basically granted.
Yeah.
And she was like, he raped me though.
Yeah.
Like, you telling me I have to allow my child from this incident to see the person that did this to me and create that trauma like over and over again. And it was like, yeah, he has that right because
that's crazy.
He is the father. And it's like,
that's crazy.
That's just like confusing.
That's some sick shit, like, bro. That's some sick shit. And I gotta reiterate this because I talked about this on my last show, but the sound quality was all fucked up. But like that's why I be telling people about the like the transgender shit. Mm-hmm. Like when a man turns into a woman, that I don't agree with them using a woman bathroom, because just because you turn into a woman don't mean that you like men.
Right.
You probably still like women, like Bruce Jenner. He still like women. So like,
Yeah.
well, you might be a sick. I ain't saying you sick because you a trans, but you might be a sick
Right.
person, and you can violate a woman in a woman bathroom. That's not cool, bro.
Yeah.
That just like my homegirl said, like lesbian, like the studs in a lesbian relationship, they still use the women bathroom.
Yeah.
But they think they the nigga.
Well,
They ain't going in there peeing standing up like this.
Okay.
They go in there peeing sitting down.
but it gets sticky with studs because you got studs that most studs they know they're women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a stud homegirl. She like I'm still a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
Don't judge me by the clothes that I feel most comfortable in, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, I know I'm not a man, and I don't really want to be a man. Like, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
I know that I'm a female. But you got also touch me not studs where they do feel like they the nigga, and they only want to give pleasure.
Yeah.
And that is mind blowing to me. Like,
Yeah.
you're not really getting nothing off.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Like,
but to each his own. Like the imagination is a motherfucker.
yeah,
though.
they be doing some crazy shit like taking strap pictures. Like,
Yeah.
you know how niggas send dick pics? They be sending strap pics.
That's crazy, dog. What the fuck? That's
Some
crazy.
studs will wear their strap outside, like it have like,
every day you put your dick on.
they'll have gray sweatpants, like it want
Shit.
their strap to show. Like that is like,
You're like, oh man, I forgot my dick. I forgot my dick. Damn.
yeah, it's crazy.
That's hard. Hey, but salute to them though. But that's hey.
I mean, that's just like
You gotta put your dick on. So you
like
think when they take a shower, they put do they shower with their dick
I
on?
don't know. I don't know. But I mean, it's like the same thing. Lesbians be sucking straps like it's dick. Like I don't understand that. Like I've never understood that.
What the fuck?
You ain't never seen that in the porno?
Nah, man. Lesbians sucking strap on. That's crazy. That's hard, though. But do you jack your dick off? Hey, I got a lot of fucking questions. I'm telling you, I need a fucking stud or just a lesbian in general on the show. 'Cause I got a lot of questions. Because I got a lot of questions about like what men do with their women and how gays feel about, you know, because they feel like anything you do with a woman, it's not homo, but it's a lot of questionable shit. So I need some lesbians here.
So you
I
think
need
men that like their ass ate and you
it's
know,
questionable.
a little finger up there that
See, especially when you get to a finger. See, you can get a bypass with, I don't know, it's still questionable, but you get a bypass with the lip because you wipe your ass, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably like similar, but I ain't doing that shit. But when it goes to a finger, bro, like penetration, that's crazy. You LGBT. That's a
yeah,
fact.
I got a homegirl. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah, men be letting her do that. Stick.
That's great. Do they ask for it?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like it's a different era. That's why I say I'm stuck in the 90s. Like I'm stuck in the 90s, bro. I'm not fucking with it, bro. And like, do you think do she respect them niggas? I feel like if a woman asks you to do something that's not masculine in the bedroom, that she can't respect you. It's impossible.
I don't know
Why you
because
want
they
me to-
asking for it. It's not like she asking to do it to them. They asking for it. One time she put how you gonna block me after I had my finger in your ass yesterday.
Nah, you gotta keep her close, cause you don't want that out there. But I would think that you've been with a man before, cause how would you know that you like that? Or is you in the shower, and you washing your hand and your fingers lifting there, like, and you like, oh shit. Nah, that's crazy. But can you? Okay, speaking of that, can you date a man that's been with a man before?
I don't know. That's sticky. Cause it's like I like dick and you like dick too, so it's kind of like
That's something y'all got in common.
Yeah, but still, like, you be out here sucking dick, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always think that you out here sucking dick. Like, I had a roommate, and he was on the down low. Like, I guess you could call him bisexual, because he still date women. Like, I think he got a girlfriend to this day. Me and him don't talk, but anyways, I knew he was gay. He tried to talk to me, and I was like, but I thought you was gay. And he was hella offended, because, you know, I'm, like, real honest. I'm like, I should let you take me out, but I thought you was gay. He was like, oh, man, I've been hearing this since high school. And I'm thinking in my head, if you've been hearing this since high school, then, you know.
You need to own that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I stumbled upon the evidence that the nigga was on Craigslist. And he was, that's when Casual Encounters was on Craigslist. You know, they took that shit off.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they used to have that shit. People used to put ads on there strictly to hook up.
Yeah.
He was responding to ads, and he had an ad up there, dick all out, talking about how he liked to suck dick.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying?
That's
but
crazy.
then it's like my friends come around, he like, oh, hook me up with your friend. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. One time my friend found lube on the side table. Like, she was waiting on me. I was in the car. I was like, oh, just go up. He up there. She was like, all right, cool. She knocked on the door. She went in. He was like trying to talk to her, like, you know, pursue her or whatever. She seen jalapeno lube on the side table.
Jalapeno lube?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
What the hell is this?
She texted me immediately like, why the fuck he got jalapeno lube on the side table? And what was he doing while we was gone? Like, how does that even, like, what you in here doing, my nigga?
Damn, bruh. That's crazy, bruh.
But he ended up, like,
but you know why he probably got offended? Because, you know, like, people don't like titles no more. Like, if they gay or bi or
man, this
whatever,
like 8 years ago.
But I don't know.
It's like 8 years
crazy.
ago.
But you gotta own that shit.
Exactly.
Like,
don't nobody give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
nobody
seriously.
cares. Like,
I don't, you fucking a nigga don't have shit to do with the person that you are. That's why I don't understand why so much gay hate or you don't like a person because of their sexual orientation.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with a person being a human?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we all human beings.
See, I ain't gonna lie. I laugh at, like, if I find that my homie doing some weird shit with his girl, I laugh at it. But if I find that you actually gay, it's not funny to me no more because that's actually how you live. That's your lifestyle.
Right.
But if it's some shit, if you're a heterosexual man and you doing some gay shit, I'm roasting you. But I don't bash gay people. Like, that ain't none of my business.
Exactly. It's not even for me to understand. Like, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's why I don't know, like, why do you think that, do you feel like, because you said your homegirls and females be saying, like, it's hard to find, like, masculine men out here, like, real men, like, is it really that hard?
I think just the quality of men has went down tremendously based on just social media. Like, I didn't realize how many black men really hate black women or display hate for black women just being themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got podcasts like Fresh and Fit.
I hate them niggas.
Man,
them niggas some bitch
they
niggas.
corny as hell.
Yeah.
And you know they ain't never got no real play. And you know they out here paying for pussy.
Exactly.
But you got a whole show basically demeaning the woman for being, I don't like, what they say? We don't like night riders. Like, why was that necessary? You could have just said my preference is not black women.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to add the extra onto it. But they do that for clout.
I don't like black men who say they wouldn't date a black woman. Like me, like I've been with my girl 10 years, but before that I only dated black women. But I didn't pursue her because she was a different race. We just fell into it, but
right.
We was cool and we was friends and it just formed like that. But I would never, hell no, that's like some self-hate shit.
Exactly. But if you think about it, men are really conditioned to like not show emotion. They don't feel safe enough to tell a woman they feelings. They're not gonna do that. So they feel like when you're my object, you supposed to do this for me, and I'm supposed to stay right here at a distance. I told you, the dude told me feelings and emotions was female shit. Literally. I said we gotta think about it on a different level.
Yeah.
Like human to human. I was like, that's not female shit. I was like, this don't even have to do with feelings and emotions. This is pure communication.
Right.
Like, my feelings aren't involved in this. I was like, nigga, I'm logic over feelings any day. You can ask anybody.
Right.
Like, that's not who I am at the core. So I just don't understand, like, how's that female shit? But to answer your question about men, is there not enough good men? I feel like there are good men out here, but the majority of men are just tainted, so it don't seem like there's any good men out here. I won't say that there's no good men, because I know a lot of good black men, like, you know, they do what they need to do. They establish, they live their life. They ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? They're not out here just slinging dick. Like, females is not the prize to them. They want to establish themselves. They want to get to the next level. They out here working towards something.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of good men out here, but the pool is so tainted. It's just like, when am I ever going to find that good man? Or when am I going to come across a person that can talk to me or understand that communication is key or whatever?
Yeah.
People don't learn that shit.
So if you trying to get, like, if you trying to date and you single, like, where do you go to find? Is it like the same places that you would go back then, like, to find somebody? Or is it social media, or is it online dating? Like, how do people date?
I'm totally over online dating. I told you I did the Facebook dating. That was like the last Facebook date I ever went on, like online or whatever, is with the guy that disappeared and came back. But I was just over the shit because it's the same shit. Like, it's never like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm not hey, how you doing? What's your favorite color? What kind of activities you like?
Yeah.
Why are you on here? Like, did you not even read the profile?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why are you on here? Why are you on here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you
Yeah.
single? And I understand, like, that is a common question to ask people, because people do be acting like they single and they be in relationships. But I just be like, dog, it say single. It don't say complicated.
But you know, dudes
dudes
don't know how to talk to women though.
at all.
Like, that shit over with.
Man.
So how do, like, what do you think they should do? How you think they should approach? How should they approach women?
I just feel like if you come up and have a conversation, like, hey, how you doing? How you doing today? You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like, oh, I see you, I like you, I'm pursuing you. Just talk to me. I'm telling you, we are humans. Like, just, I know it's hard to say, take the sex aspect, like me female, you male, or whatever. I know it's hard to say, like, take that out of the equation, but just talk to me like you would talk to a normal person. But it goes back into the bad bitch thing, or being like a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, people say that I'm intimidated because I'm standoffish, or I don't know. Like, they just feel like I'm standoffish because I don't really say anything when I enter a room. I'm more observant than anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to see what's going on. I'm going to listen to conversations. But if you come up and talk to me and have a conversation, I'm not going to be like, get away from me. Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Is it a turn off when dudes try to match?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Because they be lying.
That's what I be telling you all the time, bro. Like, you got, like, be friends. Like, it's cool to be friends. Like, niggas act like it's not cool to be, like, have girlfriends. She gonna you gonna know if she like you.
Exactly.
Like, you don't gotta always holler, because you probably gonna get shut down. You probably potentially could have had that girl, but your approach was fucked up.
Yeah, you put your foot in your mouth. So then it's like,
cause look, after you do that, and then she be like, nah, hell nah. And then she see you the rest of the night. You finna go do the same thing to
X, Y, and Z.
And you basically devaluing yourself with that type of shit. And niggas don't understand that too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you meet, man. My last boyfriend, I met him at work, and then I didn't work there anymore because I don't date people that I work with. Yeah. So I already knew I was not going to work there for that long. So we was talking, and then we ended up in a relationship. So I don't know. Like, I just like meeting people organically. Like, I don't know. I don't know where you meet people because I'm single. I stay to myself. I'm really like a homebody, but niggas will say that they want that shit, but they don't really be wanting that shit. Then they be like, oh, I don't like a girl with makeup. I don't like a girl that wear
wigs. They want a homebody because they want to know that you ain't fucking nobody. You ain't out there. They want to know where you at.
I can call the nigga to the house.
Exactly, but that's in their mind. They probably think
that's dumb.
Like that. Yeah.
Because anybody's gonna do what they want to do. It don't matter how much boundaries or whatever that you put on a person. Like,
you cannot control what the fuck another
No.
person do. It doesn't
Ever.
matter. You can't
Ever.
control this shit.
Never,
and that's
ever.
what people try to control this shit. You can't.
people, that's why it's so fucked up, because people look at other people, like a man will look at you as his property or his, you mine.
Yeah.
Before y'all even establish, like the dude, like before you even establish some shit, like, oh yeah, this gonna be whatever. Like,
yeah.
she shouldn't be doing that because that's it. Like, no, nigga, like, I don't even know you from a can of paint.
Exactly.
If you really want to be honest,
Yeah,
like,
but you gotta establish what this is. It gotta be a mutual understanding. But niggas really be like that.
Yeah.
It's just like when niggas have babies, like they feel like they baby mama shouldn't be fucking with nobody.
bruh.
Just cause you put a baby
Bruh,
in
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my ex, he was with his baby mama for 10, 11 years, on and off, right? That's cool. I understand that. Before me, he was with another girl. It wasn't really a relationship. So I was his second serious relationship. I seen the love that they have for one another. And my thing is, I don't mind y'all co-parenting. I don't mind y'all communicating. Like, y'all showing y'all son that y'all a united force, even if y'all separated or in different households.
Right.
I respect that a lot. But then we stopped talking or whatever. So we had damn. Anyways, you know how you be like, I'm finna tell my business, but I don't want to, but fuck it. Like, when you with somebody, y'all don't be fucking with protection all the time.
Nah, for sure.
Like, we had a scare. And I was just like, would you even want to start up? Like, his son was 11 at the time. He had just turned 11. So I'm like, would you even want to start over? Like, what does that look like for you? I don't have kids, so what does that look like for you? And he was like, at first I was turned off to the idea, but then I met you, and I could really see myself, us starting a family or whatever, right? So then, fast forward, we got into it. I was like, I just don't know if you align with my vision of how I see my life, because it don't seem like that. Like, I probably do want to get married eventually. I still haven't decided. I'm on the board because I haven't found nobody that made me feel like, I want to get married. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I was like, but I would like to have a child. Like, if I don't have one, I am fine with not having a child, but everybody want to have a child, like at least one, you know what I'm saying? Sure. And he was like, how can you say that? Like, I love you so much, and of course I want to have a family with you, Okay, so then fast forward some more, we not together, we just on the telephone. I tell him I had a dream about me, him, and his baby mama on some like, oh, we friends, we was all just cool, like, y'all wasn't together, we wasn't together, but somehow we had became friends. And I was like, he was like, she was pregnant by me? And I was like, no, she was pregnant by somebody else. I don't know who, but somebody else. The whole conversation turned. He was like, I wouldn't be okay with that shit. Huh? What you mean? I'm like, what you mean? Like, why? Oh, we made a pact when we was younger, after was born. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say nobody's name, but after my son was born,
beep it out.
after my son was born, that me and her was only gonna have kids with each other. So this is like a year and a half after we done dated and fell out or doing the on again, off again shit. So it's like, my nigga, you just told on yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You never really wanted to build that with me.
Yeah.
And he don't even realize that he told me that shit. I didn't say nothing like, oh, how dare you? I took it in stride. Like, this tells me even more like, okay, I know how to play you. Like, I know what level to keep you on. I know this not more than what it is. It's just, okay, we might fuck sometime, but I don't want to fuck nobody new, so I'm going to keep fucking you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, so in your mind, you think y'all getting back together, like, you still holding out just a little bit of flame that one day y'all is going to get back together, and that's why you don't want to start a family or nothing new with nobody else. Like, and then I called him out, I said, if you're not ready for this, or if you still in love with your baby mama, that's cool. We can work through that, or you got to work through that, but I'm not finna keep playing this back and forth game. He like, no, I really love you, I show you every day, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people be like, oh, you just don't see everything from all points of view. And I'm like, do you not know who I am? Like, I see it from every point of view. Like, I'm not delusional to the fact that you can still love your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But y'all might just have agreed, like, we can't be together type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I couldn't fuck with nobody with kids.
I'm choosing.
Like, it just come with too much.
Yeah, I'm choosing not to
Yeah.
the next nigga I fuck with, he has to not have any kids.
Yeah.
And if that leaves me single for a very long time, well, I guess I just be loving myself the way I fucking been loving myself. You know what I'm saying?
But what's wrong? What's wrong with being single?
Ain't nothing, and for me, it's nothing wrong with being single. I was single for 3 years before my last relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like I need somebody to make me happy. Only you can make you happy.
Exactly. But why do you think that people don't want to be single? Because, like, the sexual part, because they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to have somebody that they can at least every now and then get something from.
No, I don't feel like that. I feel like everybody got a person that they could call. And
I don't think that.
Nah, I think that.
You think everybody got somebody?
Most people got a person that they can still fuck.
Nigga.
No matter what.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be. I feel like that for women. I feel like women could call somebody, but I don't feel like every dude got some.
Not every dude, but a lot of dudes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They know where they can get in where they fit in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
a lot of dudes got guaranteed, but it's still a lot of them that don't get none. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got niggas like, oh boy, trying to take pussy in Walmart. Niggas don't be getting no pussy, bro. It's dead out here. But yeah, I don't know. Like if I was out there, I wouldn't even know how to fucking approach shit.
What you gonna say straight up?
Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm my name Shano. How you doing?
Yeah. No, I know how to talk to women, like, but I don't feel like I would want to go through the whole process of getting to know a motherfucker.
And that'd be the hard part too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like wasting my time. Like a lot of people just want to waste time. Like you said, they don't say what they want. They don't be upfront with it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do I really want to go down this rabbit hole? Am I really trying to waste my time? Is this really something that I can prioritize or fit in my life right now? No.
Yeah.
Not at all. Excuse me. Not at all. So it's just like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool being single. I'm cool being in my bubble. Like,
yeah.
I'm a whole vibe.
It suck. It gotta be like that for women though, because even though obviously you come to terms and you like shit, I will be single for the rest of my life, or I might, it might or it might not, but still I know a lot of women want to be married. Maybe not you, but a lot of women do. No. But they might just say that they cool with being single, but the ones that really want to get married, it really fucks with them still.
So the thing is, why do y'all want to get married so bad? Like, is that the top tier goal? It's not to be wealthy. It's not to leave generational wealth. It's not to make a stamp in this world so that even if you don't have kids or even if you don't get married, people still know who you are and what you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to that? Like, why is it that marriage is up here, but a woman who wants a career is seen like, oh, down here? Like,
I think because like most people's perspective on life comes from something else, come from somebody else. The way they live their life come from somebody else. And people don't, I don't know, bro. Like, you just gotta know who you are and know what you want. Like, what the fuck do you want?
Right.
But like, no, my mom said, or my dad said, I'm supposed to do this, or you know what I'm saying, my teacher said, or something. Nigga, what the fuck? You need somebody to teach you how to live your life? They should have fucking nutted on her back or something. Like, you shouldn't have made it in the womb, bro. If you need somebody to tell you how to fucking live your life, that shit is beyond me. I just didn't like it.
I don't know.
And that's what I don't know, bro. Well, that's a sticky subject though, because some people are really do got damaged, like mental health issues, and don't really know how to deal with it. But some people are just goofy as fuck. And that's just the bottom line. Bottom line, you gotta know what you want, bro. And that's why I feel like social media is bad, because that's how people look at shit. Like, so if you see some shit on social media, you feel like you can't even appreciate where you at in life, or be grateful for what you have because you see somebody with more, or it appear that they got more, and you depressed.
Yeah. Well, that's why suicide rates went up, depression went up, anxiety, all that shit is like at an all-time high. Then you add the pandemic on top of it when you ain't doing nothing but being inside, and you ain't got nothing but time to be on social media, and you still see people living their life or getting money or whatever the case may be. But it's all about self-reflection, like how you said, like you gotta know yourself, you gotta learn yourself. If you're not learning who you are as a person, or you're not setting yourself up to be in a position like that, you always gonna watch from the sidelines.
Yeah, and I feel like people need to stop looking at life like as far as like money. Yeah, you need money, but nigga, happipiness is currency. Like fuck money, bro. Like you can't do everything for money, bro. And that's why people are, because it's people that got way more money than everybody, and they not happy.
Yeah.
Who are you without money?
But at every level, you're going to have problems, and I don't think that people realize that. It doesn't matter what level in life you are at. There is going to be something that is going to test you as a person, because you cannot stay stagnant. You can't stay just the same person. You have to grow in some kind of way. It don't have to be financially. It could be mentally. It could be emotionally. Like, you have to continue to grow as a person. That's how you be the best person that you are, the best person, or be the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of people like to pretend like they got it together, or that they are the best versions of themselves, and they feel like that makes them appear, when really they don't know who they are at the core. They don't know what they like. They don't know what makes them mad. They don't even know why they mad sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard. Yeah, I'm saying.
When you by yourself, you telling yourself, damn, you a fake ass nigga.
Not damn, you a fake ass.
Like the conversations that you have with yourself, I wish I could just hear like what niggas be saying themselves in their head, cause like that shit is depressing. But you gotta get your mind right. And speaking of money, it was just I think I was listening to the radio. They was talking about this lady. She told her husband that he gotta pay her $50,000 for getting her pregnant because she gonna be out of work like a certain amount of time.
What?
And then I was like, what the fuck is this?
That was in the prenup or something? Like,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But that's why I be saying.
I guess maybe she was like, this. You gotta pay a dowry, nigga. Like,
that's crazy. But ain't this extra 50,000? Ain't that our money? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. That's wild. That's real wild.
That's the most expensive piece of pussy I ever heard somebody fuck.
I mean, but if you think about it, Mariah Carey, she sued her ex-fiance for like time wasted, and she won.
Sued him for what?
For wasting her time.
Oh man, that's cold.
That was a couple years ago. Yeah,
for wasting her time.
She was married to, or she was engaged to like a billionaire, a millionaire, somebody, a rich ass nigga, and yeah, she put a lawsuit out on him and was like, yeah, you wasting my time. Like, this time I can't get back. My time is valuable, and they granted her like some money. I think it was $1 million.
I ain't gonna lie. It sounds crazy, but at the same time, it's kind of valid. Cause I could have been doing some whole other shit, and you around here bullshitting with my fucking. That's crazy. Damn, shout out to her. I would never thought to sue somebody for wasting my fucking time.
And people is crazy with these lawsuits. My homeboy, bless his heart.
What?
His ex-girlfriend is just mad crazy. She like on some like Lifetime movie shit, like, you know, like a woman scorn type shit. Like, she put the nigga out, then she backdoored and was like, oh, I'm gonna put a lawsuit against you for unpaid rent. Then she like claimed to be pregnant, and she like, oh, this child neglect, so that's another lawsuit.
Damn.
She just keep adding shit on. She doing like crazy shit, like hacking his social media, like sending the police to his house, like.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing that I hate about like most relationships, because it be like conditional, Because like if you really can't care about somebody, if y'all break up and you doing it, like you just that's crazy.
And
to
why
me,
do you have that much time on your hands?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
So like I feel like people really don't be fucking loving each other, bro. I feel like shit just.
I told you it's that social media shit. Like, oh, you supposed to be with me. Like, we get together. This how it's supposed to go. Cause I seen it like this. I seen that's how it went. Oh, that's why a lot of women like, oh, you supposed to give me money. You supposed to pay my bills.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of broke bitches before that. Like, okay, we're just fucking and not getting nothing in return, but it's just some dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But social media has conditioned people to be like, oh no, nigga, you want some of this pussy? Then you gotta pay me for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to school with a girl.
But
she out here popping
that's
up pussy.
prostitution. But she ain't gonna want to be considered a prostitute. But that's
prostitution.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, a lot of bitches will say, well, y'all fucking for free and I'm gonna fuck for money. I went to high school with a girl who, she be popping her pussy. She do meetups. She, you know, she about that life.
Yeah.
But she okay with the life she lives. She put it on social media. She not hiding behind it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But do you think it's crazy when somebody live that lifestyle and they also want to be wifed up? Like,
yeah, that's beyond me. I don't understand. I can't see it. But niggas do it every day.
Yes.
But I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Cause I feel like the same thing you said about the men, it's not like the female, the good woman pool is short too.
It is.
So like it's a lot of shitty people out there.
Yeah, just all around. That's why I said, as human beings, it's just it's fucked up out here. Like,
yeah, well, you know, like a lot of females be feeling like entitled to marriage. Like when you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all might be together for like hella years, but y'all might not be ready for that shit.
Right.
And then you would still say like, well, we've been together this many years, like you supposed to be.
That's that settling shit though.
Yeah.
A lot of people just get married because they've been together for a long ass time.
I don't feel like it's for everybody. I feel like that's like college. Like marriage ain't for everybody.
It ain't. People they don't want to put in the work that it takes to make them.
Yeah. I think they like the
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ideology of being married, but what does it even take to be in a marriage? Like, and a lot of people want to get married, but they have never seen a healthy marriage. They never even seen a healthy relationship. So how can you maneuver in something if you have not worked on that, or you have not healed yourself, or you have not even thought about how you can be the best? Like how you said, like, what does this man need from me as a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't even thought about that. You just feel like, okay, well, we together. We've been together, what, 2-3 years? Okay, it's time to get married.
No, for sure.
Like, who puts a time limit on when it's time to get married? Like, you never gonna know a person for sure because they gonna grow and change over the years anyway. But you have to get to a level of, like, understanding the person, knowing who you got. Like you said, you gotta know who you got. But a lot of people don't know who they have. So it's like, oh, I'm sitting around waiting for marriage, and this other person like, I'm never gonna marry this bitch. Like,
yeah, but you know, some people like will do certain shit just to get what they want. Like they'll do what they feel like is going to make this person propose to them, or vice versa.
Yeah,
they gonna
just drop the ball after that.
Yeah.
Just fumble all the shit.
Yeah, but you supposed to be focused on being that's why you gotta work on yourself. Like you the best person that you supposed to be is going to reflect. And people don't think like that. You just thinking about showing this person just to get what you gonna get. Instead of actually working on your fucking self. Because if this don't work, you still, as a person, you still growing and you still gonna be worthy of maybe that man that come in your life. Y'all might get married in a year because you ready.
Right.
But if you still fucked up, if you ain't got no growth and you toxic, it's a lot of toxic.
Oh man, that didn't normalize.
It's a lot of toxic.
That didn't normalize that shit. It's like you ain't in a real relationship if the other person ain't never acted crazy about you.
Yeah,
what? That don't even make sense. I don't even want nobody that's unstable like that. You unstable. Like, if you gotta do all of this, bust windows out, scratch cars, flatten tires, when I say never, I've never done that. I've never vandalized a man's items just because He's broken up with me, said something I ain't like, did something to me that made me feel infuriated. Never.
That's because they value them more than they value themselves. Like you putting this person too high on the pedestal, like the person that you said, like he average. If you looking at yourself average and she ain't looking at herself average, you always gonna feel inferior.
You're right.
Is that the word?
Yes.
Damn, I used a good word.
Is that the word?
Yeah, I'm on my TI shit, but that wasn't even a special word. But yeah, but like when you put people too high on the pedestal, like it'll have you doing crazy shit. Like, cause you gotta value yourself. Cause like if you come in the house and catch your woman getting fucked,
what you gonna do?
Your heart probably tell you like, I should kill both of them. But at the same time, you can't stop somebody from doing what the fuck they want to do.
Right.
I'm definitely ain't finna kill him because he ain't, like, she giving him the pussy. You know what I'm saying? She gave it to him. She gave him the address over here, brought the nigga in here, wined it down, and let that nigga hit that. So she obviously don't give a fuck about me.
Right.
So I gotta understand that, but it's hard to in that moment. But that's why you gotta work on yourself. You gotta work on your mental health. You gotta start reading books and shit, cause that shit'll help. Like even if you ain't getting the right, like receiving the information in the book, I'm telling you that shit'll do something to your soul. Just reading that shit is powerful.
It is.
Yeah. So you gotta love yourself, bro. Like people don't be loving themselves.
But you know, it's like you said, it's hard for a woman to be, like protected in this day and age. Like if you look at the headlines, there's so many men killing women just because, or just what I seen that was crazy. This lady laughed at a man who professed his love to her. She laughed it off, and he killed her.
Yeah. Cause
she laughed at him, and he felt embarrassed. Like what the fuck, like. How did your mind got to click for you to click over to just, I'ma just kill you? Yeah. But, my homegirl, her baby daddy, his cousin, he was on the phone with his cousin when the cousin shot the baby mama. He killed her. And then he went on a run. But they caught the nigga. I mean, it ain't too much you could do. Yeah. Left the kids and everything. They had kids together.
That's crazy.
He was playing the game, talking to my friend, baby daddy, playing the game, and they was into it. She walked away, and the nigga just pop.
That's crazy,
just
bro.
On some like, I don't know, like he just clicked like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Like, what the fuck? And the nigga young too, like 23, 24. Yeah. He can't be too, like he not in his 30s. So it's just like, these niggas are like, the young men right now is conditioned, like that toxic shit and that violent shit, they is being conditioned to continue that shit. Like, that's the new age, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but damn, bro, that shit, I don't understand it. I can't relate. That shit sad.
I can't relate.
Okay, but man, I'm telling you, one time me and my girl was talking about that, and I was just thinking of the ideal of, like, how much your parents have to actually trust me for you to actually be living with me. Right. Like, just me and you, and not knowing what the fuck going on in our house. Like, they gotta have some kind of trust. And like that's a real thing. Like you don't know who people be with and what people
really
mindset. Yo, and that's why, damn, brother. I don't know. That's why I feel like it's scary for y'all. Like even the thought of like when you going on a date and a nigga coming to pick you up. Not you meeting him in your car, but a nigga coming to pick you up.
I don't let people.
Nigga, you don't know what's finna happen after this.
I did go out with this dude from Snap. I met him on Snapchat, or we started talking on Snapchat, and he was like, you gotta let me, when you gonna let me come over? I said, you never gonna get an invite to my house, but if you wanna take me out, we can go out, we can have drinks or whatever. He was like, all right, cool. I ain't never been on no date, but sure, why not? Mm-hmm. The nigga's 33. You ain't never been on no date, and you got 2 kids. Like, what the fuck? Then we get to the bar, the conversation dead. He don't got nothing to talk about. Only thing he want to talk about is my physical appearance. So right then, I'm already knowing, like, nigga, you're not about shit. Like, you really brought me on this date or whatever, this meetup to see if you can get in where you fit in. Yeah. Then I told the nigga, I'm like, well, I'm abstinent. You know, I don't engage in sexual things. Like, I'm not having sex right now. Like, it's not forever. It's just a choice that I made for myself. Mm-hmm. The nigga said, okay, that's cool. 10 minutes later, you gonna let me eat your pussy? No.
Oh,
What?
shit.
What he say? You be letting niggas come over your house? That's what he said. You be letting niggas come over your house? I said, nah, not very often. I don't really trust people like that, like to let them in my space. My space is sacred to me. You know what I'm saying? Like my house is like my sanctuary, my peace, whatever. So no, I'm not finna let you in my house and disrupt my energy that I already got. He was like, well, you should let me come over. And I said, why? He was like, just because you should. Like, somebody need to be taking care of you. I was like, does that work for you? Like,
that's crazy.
Does that really get you anywhere?
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. Man.
Like, does that line work for you? What you talking about? I said, you used to getting what you want, or you used to women bending to this, whatever this you call this is, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, no, I'm not used to getting my way. I'm like, that's a lie. Like, I know it's a lie. So then we pull up to my house, and he like, oh, I really gotta use the restroom. Can I use your restroom? He not knowing what my apartment look like. I got upstairs, downstairs apartment. So yeah, you can come in and use the restroom, but you gonna leave right the fuck out. Like we on the bottom floor, nigga. The restroom right there, you gonna come on out.
Right.
But the nigga talked himself out of using my restroom. Like that's what he did. He was like, oh, so you gonna let me eat your pussy? That's what he said in the car. Like, oh, so you gonna let me eat your pussy? Like, nigga, I just told you like not 30 minutes ago that I'm abstinent. Like. I don't
invite
lead
people with that. Nigga lead. But anyway, yeah, the whole shit approach is lame.
Yeah.
But why niggas lead with that? Like,
because bitches fall for that. Bitches be like,
let me
oh,
eat your pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All the time. It's not, he not the first nigga to just be like, oh, let me eat your pussy. But
how somebody ever just did that and that's it?
Yes. Back in my college days, you know. Y'all niggas
going out bad.
Man, a nigga will do anything just to be in your presence, just to get the smell of you. You know what I'm saying? Just to tell another nigga that, damn, I was around this bitch. Like, yeah, she was feeling, you know, niggas will hype up the story, but shit.
But I ain't never heard a nigga come around and be like, yeah, shit, nah, I ain't get the fuck, but I ate the pussy. I ain't never heard that.
Man.
But that's what be happening, though.
Hey.
Hey, cat is out the bag, nigga. Y'all niggas just out here eating by.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they feel like niggas be simping more than they like to admit. Like, niggas always trying to act like they don't be out here simping.
97% of niggas is out here doing that.
Simp shit?
Yeah. All these niggas be simps, bro. That shit, for real. Yeah. And it's just crazy. Like, I don't know, cause I be around niggas and I just know how niggas move. I just know how niggas move and I just be like, damn. But you know it. If you out here dating these niggas, you know more about it.
I just want to ask you from a male perspective.
It's a reason why it's so many. That's why it's a lot of single women out here. It's not no. I don't know, bro. Y'all out here going bad, but yeah, it's niggas out here. Most niggas out here is simping. Yeah. Yeah. And they don't value themselves. And that's why women don't respect you niggas, cause you don't stand for shit. You hold no value. Yeah. And you just explained that with that nigga like on the date, like that's what most of the niggas is.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you gonna make me pee outside? I said it probably ain't your first time peeing outside, so you can be alright.
Yeah, see, like me, like if I don't even think I would feel comfortable as like in this day and age, like could I come in? It automatically feel creepy because it's not necessarily creepy, but it would feel creepy because of what's going on in the world. Right. I don't want to feel like she gotta invite me in there. Right. Like, I ain't finna be like,
that's my thing. Like, why do y'all try so hard?
Hey,
like,
you let niggas come to your house? What kind of shit, bro? That's weird.
That is very weird.
You let niggas come to your house?
Then the nigga text me like recently. I had to delete the nigga number. After that, I was like, oh yeah, you done with like, we don't have to have no conversation. Like, I didn't even say nothing like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. No, I'm just, that's it. So he texted me like, hey, and I was like, who is this? I don't got the number saved. I'm like, who is this? He like, this so-and-so. I'm thinking, so I just started a new job and we exchanged numbers. So I'm thinking this is one of my coworkers. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. Thinking it's my coworker because they got the same name. Mm-hmm. And he was, the dude was like, where I know you from or something like, huh?
Hold up, randomly text you and said, where I know you from.
I swear.
That's crazy, dog.
And then I was like, wait, are we in the same training class right now? And he was like, what training do we have together? Where do I know you from? I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Let me backpedal. I was like, hey, send me a picture of you so I can know who this is.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, you gonna send a picture too? I was like, yeah, sure. I had no plans on sending a picture. I just want to see who the fuck is on my phone and why the fuck is you texting me? So then I was like, oh, I think it's that nigga that took me out for the drinks, the weird ass nigga. Like, I'm thinking that in my head. I'm like, you drove a yellow car and you got some kids? And he was like, yeah, how you know that? I was like, nigga, you took me out for drinks. He was like, oh, hey, how you doing? What's up? Like, really tried to spark a whole conversation after that. First and foremost, why did you text me, hey, with 3 Ys, and you don't know who the fuck you texting? Like, huh? How does that even make sense? You text me, hey, with 3 Ys, so you really wanted me to know, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Me and the guy, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
He was hoping you was going to respond like you been thinking about it.
No,
like
what the fuck?
Nigga, where you been?
Hell no.
Nigga lame as fuck, dog. Okay, look, speaking of that, cause you got like a lot of weirdo stories. Like, what's the worst shit like that you heard from a homegirl said? Probably not your experience, but your homegirl said a nigga did.
Ooh, I don't know.
Or what's the worst lie a nigga ever told you? That you found that, or you told the nigga.
The worst lie a nigga ever told me was he was gonna get a female roommate. No, he got a female roommate. It was a 1-bedroom apartment. They were sleeping in the same bed and they wasn't fucking. And he tried to tell me that I was over exaggerating.
Yeah.
I said, so where the bitch gonna sleep? In the living room, on the couch? No, we sleeping in the same bed. I'm gonna put a pillow between us. Nigga, what the fuck?
Damn.
What the fuck?
That nigga said I'll put a pillow between.
Like, you don't wake up with your dick hard in the morning.
That's crazy.
Like, you ain't gonna roll over one morning and just be like, oh shit, it's pussy right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That nigga also ended up telling on himself.
Yeah.
Because they ended up moving into a 2-bedroom apartment. And then he was like, well, you know, we really roommates. No, they was roommates that was fucking. And I was like, he was like, yeah, the bitch flipped out on me. I was like, it's probably because you fucked her. He was like, nah, that wasn't the reason.
Yeah, right.
But backpedal to, I'm going to put a pillow between them. Stop the madness, nigga. You done told on yourself months later.
Hey, bro, you a fool.
Like months later.
Hey, that's that. But nigga, hey, we will lie.
I
put the emphasis on we because I've lied before, but I ain't never did that. Like, niggas lies be making my lies sound kind of good.
Not that be making my lies sound kind of good. Hey, but you know, a nigga will lie even with the evidence in front of him. Like, he know he done got caught, and he just gonna deny it to the end.
But see, I can't do that. Like, especially if I get caught. Like, I ain't trying to argue. I ain't gonna argue just to be arguing and shit. But like, where we go from here? Okay, I'm caught. Like we
together, we not together. That'd be my thing too. Like,
then I get to my making up. Whatever that is.
But it'd be like, what be the reason y'all do all of this, but then y'all still be together? Like,
yeah. But okay, could you? How would you take this scenario? Like, if you in a relationship and everything is great, like everything is great in this relationship. Like, you damn near want to marry this nigga, but then you find out the reason why he's been such a good man to you and y'all so happy is because he been getting emotional support from a side piece, but he ain't fucking her. He just, like, how would you feel about that? Like, would you leave? Like, how would you handle that?
I don't know. I guess my question to him would be, why do you feel like you need the support from her and I'm not your support system, but you feel like you want to have a life with me? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel like you want to have this basis of marriage or whatever you want with me, but you getting emotional support from somebody else? Like, it would also make me think, like, what is it that I'm presenting to you to make you feel like you're not safe enough to talk to me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's a real answer. And that's accountability too. But you wouldn't automatically assume that you gotta leave this nigga, like, if he just told you, like, that's what. See, I don't agree with nobody should cheat. Nobody should cheat. Or like, but even just take cheating out the shit. But I feel like if somebody tell you what the fuck that they need from you, like I'm telling you, like a lot of dudes be going through this shit, and they be like, when they tell the woman that, they'll be like, well, like, why you with me? Like, just leave me. Instead of like you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how we can make this shit work, like how I could provide that, but you just be like, well, if I'm that bad. Like, get the fuck out of here. Just leave and don't hold it.
It took me a long time to get here. I ain't gonna lie. It took me a long time to understand, like, the fact, like, we humans.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't only need to feel secure. He need to feel secure, too. It took me a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But that's a thing, though, right? Yeah, for sure. And a lot of niggas don't like it. A lot of the reason why dudes can't communicate, because when they do vent, like, it's gonna come up in an argument, like, later on used against you. You know, like, all that type of shit. And y'all gotta stop doing that
My
shit,
ex
too.
told me that. He was like, when we first got together, he was like, I appreciate that. I told you all this stuff that I'm vulnerable about, or my past, and I don't feel like you trying to use it against me. Like, you never bring that up when we get into it or we have a disagreement. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, why would I use that against you? Like, that's like me telling you my deepest fears or deep down what I'm scared of, and then you backdooring like, oh yeah, well, that's why you've been single for this long, or that's why whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could go both ways, but yeah, people really be doing that, getting people to break down, get the ammunition, so then later on they can manipulate the situation and make themselves like, oh well, you remember when you told me this, or that's why whatever. Like,
damn, that's real.
I wanted to ask you, okay, do you feel like men and women could be friends if, like, say somebody like interested in somebody, it don't have to just be the man, it don't have to just be the woman, but the other person friends on them, and they establish like, okay, well, I'm not interested in you like that, and I'm gonna just put you in the friend zone. Like, do you think that it could be really a friendship, or do you think like the person who liked the other person always gonna think that it could be more because they are friends?
Like they try to work their way out of the friend zone somehow to feel like, I don't know. I guess it just depends. But hold up. First of all, do females actually tell dudes like that you in the friend zone?
Yes. I can't speak for anybody, but I would.
You would tell. You'd be like,
yeah.
Okay. But you actually say friend zone?
I just be like,
that's kind of disturbing.
No, I don't actually say friend zone, but I'll be like, so I told the person before, I was like, they thought we was gonna be together since we had known each other for a long time. We had dated previously or whatever. And I had told this person, I was like, you don't know me as an adult. You just think that you know who I am as a person. You got an idea of who I am, so that makes you really want to be with me. But if you really want to pursue me, or if we really gonna pursue something, like, we could be friends, but right now, that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it turns into something, it does. But then also, that also comes with you being like, well, okay, well, I never see us being nothing more than just friends. Because I also said that, like, backdoor. Like, okay, well, we friends, but nah, I don't.
I think it'll kind of be hard because, like especially from the man's side, like, if he already view you as somebody that he look at like that,
right? Then
it's gonna be hard for his shit to be genuine. Like, for his friendship to be genuine, because he already. Cause I got homegirls that people would think like, why you ain't fucking with, bro? I value the friendship more than doing pussy, bro. Like, just because she attractive don't mean that I want to fuck her. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna try.
Right.
Cause I value the friendship more than that. But once you cross them lines of like I like you, or you telling them, like, it ain't gonna be the same. You really can't. It won't be genuine. So I don't think so. Cause nigga gonna probably still hang with you, but he probably gonna, like, shit, maybe one day we chilling and she, you know what I'm saying, she might be like, damn, okay, I think I'm gonna give you a chance. Cause I don't know, your liquor do something different.
Get that.
Yeah. You might be like, hey.
She looking real good today. Let me
but I'm saying that if the woman, he might think the woman would say that, like, shit, like, like, you might be saucy, you might be drinking that tequila and start feeling yourself, and he might start be looking like another nigga
Right.
you thought about. Yeah.
Not looking like another nigga he thought about.
Yeah. And y'all wake up the next morning like, damn,
Oh,
what we do?
Nah. Hell no.
And that nigga over there smiling. Yo. That's hard, but nah, I don't know. It could. It just depends on the maturity of the person. But some people can, but I couldn't. Once I tell you I like you, if you put me on the friend, I can't. I don't even want to be around you. I'm not your real friend. But
look, I know myself. I'm just
yeah, and if a girl says she
equation.
like me, I can't be around her. Like, especially if I'm in a relationship.
Right.
But if I'm single and she says she like, I can still be friends with her. But if I'm in a relationship and you tell me that you like me, that's a conflict of interest. I can't do that. I can't fuck with you.
Right.
Yeah, I can't.
He said, "Nah, I can't."
Cause I might fuck you. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
Are
playing.
you though?
I'm just playing. But I couldn't be friends. No, we couldn't be
He
friends.
said, "I'm just playing though." Unless you gonna do it. What Nelly say?
But you can't cross the line with your friends though, bro, because you'll fuck up a friendship. You can't, just like I said, you can't always be thinking about money. You can't always be thinking pussy, bro. Like, pussy is the root of all drama. And I ain't with it. Bro. I just need one girl because, yeah, I like the raw dog, and I can't do that with everybody.
Nigga said, "I like to raw dog. I want to feel all that pussy."
Yeah. Yeah, see, I had to sip my shit with the straw after that.
Hey, that's true though.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah. But that's why people still fuck their ex. So they can fuck them raw.
Nah, bro, that's different. Cause you don't know what your ex been doing. You trust that he been out here using protection? Or she? Whatever it is? Hell nah. I ain't fucking no. I don't even want, first of all, if I was ever single again, I would not fuck my ex.
It ain't going down.
Just like you said, I'm a whole different person than when we was even fucking around.
Right.
I don't feel like, no disrespect, but I don't feel like none of them, like no ex I ever had deserved the nigga I am right now.
That's real.
None of them. But they still cool people. I would never disrespect them, but ain't no way. And I even thought about that at one point. It was somebody I was with for a long time, and I was just like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck did I even feel that way about this person?
Right.
But yeah, that's just part of life. But hell, I ain't fucking no ex. Definitely ain't fucking no raw. Shit. Yeah. You gotta put respect on your ham.
That's your next shirt.
Yeah, put respect on your ham. Real talk. Okay, one more question.
Okay.
Because you probably don't got no more, right?
No, I ain't got no more.
Okay, one more. Okay, so what were we talking about? Was it okay, like okay, when it comes to a relationship, you think that women value relationship more than a man?
Yes.
You do? Why is that?
I feel like we just been conditioned that way. We supposed to want to be in a relationship. You know, like Disney princesses, like they give us kitchens. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's conditioned that women supposed to want to be in a relationship. That's why women want to get married.
But you know why niggas don't like to give their heart to women, right? Cause what we talked about earlier, cause when you break their heart, they want to kill you.
Oh,
Niggas love hard.
Yeah, they do. And one bitch break their heart, and that's it.
But niggas gotta have discipline, cause if you can't be cheat, it's hard for you to even get what you need out of this woman if you trying to get it from other girls too and exchanging all this negative energy. So you don't got a right to kill. Well, you don't got a right to kill him anyway. But if you cheating and she do some shit on you, like you ain't got the right to kill her. Kill yourself. Kill yourself for feeling that way about a whore, man. No, I'm just playing.
This nigga ill. You just. Well, how you feel? Women value relationships more than men? Or they
I think men do. I feel like men just don't know how to be in relationships. They don't know how to, just like you said, the dude say like emotions just for women and shit. Like that's some shit that's learned behavior. Like that's fuck shit. But a lot of females feel like a man showing emotional, like, nigga, you a bitch ass nigga. Like they'll treat you like that, but not a real woman. When you get a real woman, if you could be emotional and or you can vent to her, vulnerable, not emotional. Emotional is a bitch ass word.
Yes, it's vulnerable.
So he was right. Emotion is for women. So, but if you could be vulnerable and you could feel comfortable with that shit with her, then you know like she a real one though. But so yeah, but I just feel like niggas don't even know how it goes. Cause we was taught to, like how y'all was conditioned for relationship, we was conditioned to be
manly,
have more women.
Yeah, that's.
I was watching some shit. Charlamagne said his daddy said, like he confronted his daddy for cheating on his mom, and his daddy was like, "What? You only got one girl?" Like he a lame or something.
Yeah.
But that's how they make us feel. Like when we coming up, like you only got one girl.
Yeah.
Or if you if a girl break your heart, like nigga, like get the
you
fuck
went out
out
like a pussy.
Yeah. So.
But don't let it be a girl though. Having a lot of boy or men or whatever, then it's like.
But y'all ain't supposed to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
But y'all not, because the reason why I say y'all not, and it's not a what do you call it? I don't know. It's a word, but it's mean profiling or stereotyping, whatever, a stigma. I don't know, whatever it is. But the reason because y'all are supposed to be the prize. Y'all supposed to be on the pedestal. Y'all supposed to be the princess and the queen. Y'all supposed to be special. So if y'all supposed to be special,
you shouldn't be out here popping that pussy.
Fuck you gonna be doing what we do, and we scumbag. Y'all know we ain't shit. We know we ain't shit, and we accountable for not being shit. But y'all can't be not shit like us, and then it would be no relationship. It would be no more baby. Well, it would be babies. But it wouldn't be no more.
We living in that though.
Yeah, but that's why marriage is going extinct, because everybody's shitty now.
Yeah, that's what we living in.
Yeah.
Like shitty humans just across the board.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It don't matter.
Yeah.
Like that's why I said, boil it down, forget the gender. Like, you shitty. Like, I had to tell my ex that his girl, like his fiance girlfriend, I was like, that bitch is narcissistic. Like, it's not just a man thing. Like, anybody could be a narcissist. Like, I was like, she be playing the victim. He was like, yeah, she always saying I'm yelling at her. I was like, nigga, I experienced that with my ex. I'm letting you know. Like, if that's not something you gonna be able to deal with, you might as well step down.
What is specifically is narcissistic? Is it like when you like conceited? Is that conceited? Or
no, it's more like you ever talk to a person who get offended, but then they also play the victim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like a narcissistic personality trait, because how you gonna be offended and play the victim? Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to manipulate the situation, or just like you said.
Or you being offensive.
Yeah.
And then play the victim.
Uh-huh.
That's what, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Happens all the time.
Like Kanye.
Not Kanye. Y'all better leave Kanye alone.
Yeah.
He going through something mentally. He lost his bitch. To Skeet. What he was calling? Skeet.
But that shit happened though. And like I said, like I told Momo, like, I feel like niggas, you gotta think about that before you lose your girl. You already know you finna lose your girl, but then you act like you don't give a fuck, and then when she get with another nigga, like, you wanna kill everybody. He just fucking her, bro. Let her be happy, bro. He
made her go back to white men.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like.
What do you think? How you think he should be handling that? Like, what do you think?
I don't.
You think he? Because people saying that he's supposed to be able to do that because that's his wife. But is they still married?
I think they still going through a divorce. Yeah, I don't think the paper has been signed. I don't know. Or maybe she is officially divorced.
I don't want you. Hey, look, I'm kind of worried about that too, because like if we break up. And we possibly could get back together, but in order for us to get back together, I gotta be for sure you ain't out there getting tossed up. Cause then it ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about your body's prior, like if we in this, but if we break up and you out there fucking, I ain't breaking. What the fuck? You ain't even got no value to me no more.
Cause you ain't valuing your pussy.
Yeah. And that's the same thing I said about like even with the Will Smith shit, like how Jada was fucking with old boy, but he broke it off with Jada. So you broke up with my wife. Why the fuck this gonna be my wife? Like another nigga look at you. Like,
hey, it's not for me to understand.
yeah, even make it good. A pastor divorced you. You ain't shit.
Hey, they said that nigga was the real reason is because that nigga like.
He gay?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
But he divorced her.
Yeah, well, maybe he just wanted some meat. I don't know. Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Maybe he just came to a realization.
Okay, but you turned him gay. You ain't shit.
Not you turned him gay. He was already gay. Just
nah.
afraid.
She turned him gay. We ain't protecting women at the end of the show. We protected y'all at the beginning, but we gotta tell y'all the fucking truth. Y'all ain't shit. No, I'm just playing. But tell them where they can find you, Radiance.
You can find me on Instagram _Raebae _RAEBAE _. You can follow me on TikTok, Raebae _444. And where else you can find me? You can find me on Snapchat, the same name, Raebae _444.
You got OnlyFans?
No.
Okay. Do people still do OnlyFans?
Yeah, they do. A lot of people just be selling feet pics though. They be doing weird stuff on there.
Oh, okay.
But you know, Snapchat privates, they be doing that shit too.
I don't know shit about that.
He like,
but yeah. I appreciate y'all for checking out this show. Like and subscribe to this video right the fuck now.
Now, peace.
Yeah, got my swagger back. Yeah, got my swagger back. Got my swagger